We were texting each other when we were not together, and we were both frustrated with each other. And I told Charlotte, okay, write down all the conversations that you want to have. I don't know if that was a mistake or if that was a good thing, but she did. And we shared a notes app and we wrote down all the conversations that we wanted. But what I recognized was that it's been a long time, fambam. Long time. When me and Charlotte were sitting down talking, I was like, I want to just grab the camera. Because this is our first conversation that we've had since we were separated. And now we're back together. Mm-hmm. And a lot has happened for us over that, what was it, 11, 12 days that we were
11.
Not together. And I was with the kids by myself for all that time. It was kind of a blessing in disguise that we got separated. Because me and Charlotte, wouldn't you say we were having a hard time before that?
We were having a hard time.
We were having a hard time. We were, our conversation. Well, here's the thing, right? We're learning about each other, right? And I'm somebody who, okay, you can stop me if I say this wrong, okay? But Charlotte can have a conversation very like sporadically. Like she can like have a conversation like that. And me, I recognize that I need time to have a conversation. I need to, and another thing is I forget about conversations that Charlotte wants to have, because for me, sometimes they can seem kind of irrelevant or small, and for her, they're big and they need to be had. And I think that was one of our biggest conflictions before separate. I'm gonna stop saying separated. If you click the link up here if you don't know why we weren't together for 12 days or 11 days. Mm-hmm. Were you gonna say something?
Okay, no. So you say you need time, but a lot of times you don't come back to the conversation. Yeah,
because I forget. That's what I'm saying. Like, 'cause sometimes the conversation doesn't seem big to me. It seems so small, and I feel like you can just move on from it.
No, but like when we're like in the moment, I'm like, I want to have this conversation. And you're like, no, I can't have that conversation right now. I'm waiting for you to come back, and you don't like. I shouldn't say never, but you don't often circle back. So then we never talk about it. From my end, it doesn't feel resolved. We just go on, and then the cycle just repeats itself.
Yeah, and that's been kind of what you said has been a recurring theme in our relationship, even like as kids. I guess when we were kids, we didn't have much to talk about, huh? We were just
no, we did have a lot to talk about. We talked, though. I feel like your processing time has gotten longer.
Yeah, because I think I'm actually starting to be able to like think for myself. I didn't have much of a definition of what it was to be like a husband or a father or whatever. So now that I'm finding these things for myself, I'm actually talking to you. Now that I'm finding these things for myself, it takes me more time. I need more reps. I need to analyze my actual real thoughts. So it takes me more time. And a lot of the times it's hard to think about that stuff, so I don't. But I've been getting into writing and stuff, and that's what's been happening for me. So.
And that's fine if it takes time, but we have to find a way to then close the loop.
Yeah. So one thing that we did is we were texting each other when we were not together, and we were both frustrated with each other. And I told Charlotte, okay, write down all the conversations that you want to have. I don't know if that was a mistake or if that was a good thing, but she did. And we shared a notes app and we wrote down all the conversations that we wanted. But what I recognized was that I needed like a format for the conversations. Okay, why are we having the conversation and what are you hoping to get out of this conversation? Now Charlotte wrote hers out and then I wrote mine out, and now I have them in my task manager, and we're gonna actually have the conversations by date, so therefore we can like prepare to have those conversations. This is my theory, right? If we plan out the conversation and I know how to prepare myself to go into conversation, then we can have a thorough conversation and we both can understand what our hopes and desires are for the conversation. Sporadic conversations to me feels like I'm being attacked because it kind of feels just spontaneous. So that's what we're doing. How you feel about that?
I mean, I'm okay with that. I think what's hard is sometimes I feel like some conversations can just be had and we don't need
We actually just did that the other day though. You told me we can have this conversation right now. I was, oh yeah, actually you're right. And I walked in there and we had it.
Yeah, that was one time.
Give me my one time. Give me my one time.
No, that was good. I'm just saying, like in the last couple of weeks, there have been things that have come up and I'm like, this is one we could have. This one isn't intense or heavy, or like, this is, we're just talking about the kids' soccer, whatever it is.
Here's the thing. Intense and heavy is subjective. Because Charlotte, when she schedules stuff and wants to do something, it's intense. There's dates. There's weather to take into consideration. There's the kind of clothes the kids are gonna wear. There's like
about a birthday party.
I'm talking about anything. That's how I feel. So it's better to like. But anyways, we had that conversation. But all that to say that the time apart was really good, and you know I had some things. I mean, I'm the one that had the kids. So what do you mean?
I'm the one that had COVID. So what do you mean?
You guys know that we're looking for a house, and I completely shut that whole thing down because like the baby's gonna be here in October, so it's like it's just too much. I'm like, we might as well just wait and just hold it down for like another year and probably some
year?
change.
What?
Sure, it's nice to be big and macho when the baby's not here.
Just sent you a house listing.
Yeah, I didn't look at it.
Okay, but you should look at it because it's a good one. You're gonna like it. It's in the neighborhood you want to live in and everything.
Oh really? I'll look at that joint.
Look how tired I look. I am tired.
One thing I wanted to talk about was we have the baby coming, and there's a lot of things that we want to get done in our house before the baby comes because our house is a wreck. I think in between like trying to like move and Charlotte's a little bit of a hoarding problem.
No, my therapist says I'm a maximalist, not a hoarder. There's a difference.
Okay. But Charlotte's maximalist problem.
It's not a problem. It's just different than you.
Okay. We basically are going to have some, that's going on my conversations because I've learned during the time of myself that my home is a sacred space for me. And a lot of things for me isn't my thing. So we have to come to a middle ground. That's one of the conversations that we're going to have. And I just think that since we've been back together, even though this is like one of our first conversations, the time away has been really well for us because it's given us time to like have space and think and not be on each other so much. It was funny because I texted her, I was like, yo, it's actually weird. Like, I actually miss you. Like, that's weird that I miss you because we're always with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, like I never had the opportunity to miss Charlotte, and it felt good to actually miss her because I really wanted to like be around her and like see her and stuff. Yeah, no, I might shut it to her right now. So, but I haven't felt that in a super long time. You know what I mean? Like I haven't felt that in a really long time, and it felt good to miss the person that I love because I think when you're around somebody all the time, I mean, honestly, you miss some of that, you know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, we're still just two human beings, you know? Like we have feelings and want space and all those things. So yeah, y'all want to see how big Charlotte's belly is? That thing looking real cute. That thing looking real nice. I didn't say it was ugly.
You said it was big.
Okay, let's look at Charlotte's small belly. Let's see.
Don't say it's small.
That's a small belly. How are you feeling about everything? We have so many things coming up, right?
So many things. We have, I mean, like COVID really just kind of threw us a curveball because I thought we were gonna like ease into summer, and now we're like running. We've
birthdays, babies, anniversary,
your gender reveal, anniversary, hopefully a trip for us. Then it's like back to school. Kids have a bunch of activities. We got a lot going on.
So yeah, that's it. I told y'all in the last video that we are back, and we're back for show. We're feeling good. We're feeling connected. And we know that there's a lot that we have to, I wouldn't say work on, but more so iron out. I think working on and ironing things out are two different things. And I think one thing that I've really learned is like, you can still be cordial and loving and nice, knowing that you still have things to work on, or iron out, I should say, right?
We have things to work on too. And iron out. I feel like everyone has things to work on. Maybe. Y'all got things to work on?
Why are you calling them out?
I'm saying, I was asking them.
She's calling y'all out. I am too. So.
I mean, everybody has things to work on. I got things to work on.
Okay.
You got things to work on?
Yeah. All right, fam bam. So we'll see y'all next week.